Excuse me, can you eat that camera?
No.
You can wear that camera.
Are you wearing it? Okay, it's around your neck. Oh, thank you. Whoever gave this to me. Where's my son?
You have shade.
Can you eat that hand?
Over there. All right,
Mr. Dick,
can someone go run and get my panda?
You know what it's like.
Because he plays.
Can you eat a panda?
What? No, but he's like a he's a
Player.
he's a god.
But he counts as an accessory, doesn't he? That's
He's
kind
a
of
god.
wearing.
Yes, he's an
My hair can
accessory.
shade my neck.
It is really hot.
Okay. Names.
Wait.
Would like to
Stop.
Muppet face.
Well, it's gonna be wet.
can't go that far.
No, but
Oh man, they got the
shade,
fucking
there's a shade on it.
But it's also so gonna be damp and
Yes, but it's gonna be cold.
It's too far. They're not gonna let us go there.
all right. The naming of the names shall.
I lost my freaking bag. If anyone sees it, tell
It might
me.
be over there.
Oh, are we doing actual political right and left?
Oh yeah, we can do that.
All right. One more rule I want to explain to you guys because you guys know what you're doing.
Kayla can explain that while I figure out
Here
whether
are
that's mine.
actual directions. This is my actual left. This is my actual right. You know what your right and left is, right?
Yeah. No.
This is my political right, and this is my political left.
That's
because
Kayla's.
everybody knows politicians lie. Get it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Kayla?
Topical
Yes.
humor.
I know. I don't need that.
Well, maybe you shouldn't leave it in the middle of Hartman either way.
There's nothing really valuable in there. Like my cell phone's in my room.
You're gonna forget it.
Whatever.
Not in front of the kids.
Finish this later, honey. All right. The ceremony of the naming of the names shall now commence with the player directly to Mr. Dick's political right.
Mr. Tater!
I'm Mr. Dick. I'm Mr. Dick. She's Mr. Tater.
Did you say political left or
Political right.
But I don't think said Muppet face should start.
All right, fine. You.
Muppet face. Spork. Moon Moon.
Damn it, Moon Moon!
Batman.
Not your actual name.
John then.
All right.
John then.
Starbucks. Seductive wink.
Sam Vasquez. Ringo. Stormageddon.
Stormageddon. Oh.
Camera.
All right. That's your name. Next.
Oh, it's hot outside.
Maybe I should go inside. Sorry, guys.
Can we? It's so hot.
No.
The joke went right over you.
It's so hot.
Ew.
It's legitimately really hot.
Sit up. The heat doesn't exist. Can you eat it?
So hot.
I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it.
Not
Like
part
a
of this
blanket.
universe.
You can wear it.
Who isn't part of this universe?
Narwhal.
The heat. All right.
No, you can wear your heat.
Yeah.
Ramen.
Jamin?
Ramen.
Oh, Robin.
Oh,
Like
God.
Jamin. Guys, we should all be the positions. I'll be my son.
Hey, joke's on you. I'm already Ringo.
All right.
Narwhal. No, it was.
Oh. Free speech is now revoked. The pronouns rule is now in effect. The passing of the sign football will now begin with Mr. Tater. Mr. Tater. I'm calling out Mr.
Well,
Dick.
that's
I'm not Mr. Dick. You're Mr.
Oh,
We're working together with Mr. Dictator, remember? Whichever one of us we are. Okay. One of you
got a
guys.
dick between the two of you.
I think you reverse the direction of a flap. You reverse the direction of a flap. One of you. Oh.
I know one of
All right.
them did.
Real quick, we forgot to introduce the other two types of points. We all know about penance points when you do something wrong. There are also radians. They're useless. And then there are the points that are redeemable at KFC. That is the name used in front of the RAs. They are actually sex dungeon points. In addition to a penance, there will be a sex dungeon penance.
Fun fact, Adam has
I
invited
think I'm
me to
gonna
the
lose that
horsey
one.
sex dungeon 3 times.
All right. Okay, so since we're not sure who reversed the direction of that flap,
Can we just give all 3 of them points?
all 3 of them can have 2 radians. They're useless. I'm just annoyed. All right, passing the silent football will now commence with
How long?
that one.
Did I do something wrong?
Mr. Dick awards said player 1 penance point for talking. Mr. Dick awards said player 1 sex dungeon point for pouting at me like they think it's gonna do something.
Passing of the silent
I just put
football.
like pout.
Passing of the sign football will now resume with said player.
Mr. Tater's gonna check the camera. Just to make sure that, yep, it's recording.
Yeah.
Sometimes it stops.
I figured it out if you switch to live view.
Said player has reversed the direction of a flap and is awarded 1 penance point. Passing a silent football will now resume with said player. Mr. Dick awards player John Isaac Boland 1 penance point, 3 radians, and 2 sex dungeon points for giving hints and because I hate you.
Mr. Tater awards the player 1 player to Mr. John Isaac Boland's political right 1 penance point for dropping the silent football.
You lose if you get enough kind of fun.
Oh! Shit just got real.
Mr. Dictator, the player.
Point at said player.
4 places to this player's actual right. That's flap to flap to flap.
Pat,
1 penance point.
is this true? Has anybody else? Oh, okay. 1 penance point.
Have them too.
Passing of the silent football will now resume with Mr. Tater. Charles nose tag. Can't you not zoom into the player next to you? I'm gonna kiss you if you don't move. Alright, fine! Jesus! Can't you just feel the sexual tension between the two of these people? I mean, come on! They're roommates, you know!
Mr. Tater awards each one of them 1 sex dungeon point.
To be saved for later. They're in my hall and they're roommates.
The points are to be redeemed with each other.
Oh,
and
yes.
only each other.
Just as a side note, last year when I was being Mr. Dictator in a game for a sex dungeon penance, somebody had to wink seductively at Kivo Guy every time they made eye contact. It was the most beautiful thing ever. That was the thing that you were playing
Just
with me.
as a side comment, Mr. Tater has a video of last year's alcove making milkshakes.
Oh God.
And Kivo Guy offering them cups.
That was because he knew he couldn't stop it. Oh.
Mr. Tater awards ourselves 1 penance point.
Oh, I'm so sorry for Mr. Dictator's low self-esteem. Love us. Love us. Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Don't you know Kayla's famous on the
Don't touch me.
internet?
I have 448 followers on Tumblr.
Oh snap. You also run a hipster blog.
That is true. I have 83 followers on my other blog.
160 on my original photography blog.
380.
I am probably responsible for like 12 of those.
Alright,
Alright. I will have order in this court. Passing the silent
Who
football.
let Mr. Dick run court?
Sexual tension. Someone say sexual tension. Was someone speaking
Yes,
out of
Mr. Tater
Narwhal requests that Mr. Tater and Mr. Dick be given 100 sex dungeon points to only be spent with each other.
All to be spent with Adam.
We'll save them for Sue.
Can we just give Adam 200?
Can we stop? Alright, passing the sign football will now resume with player 4 spaces to Mr. Dick's political right.
Guys, are any of you Nakash? Nakash is not here.
What are you all looking at?
Okay.
Is there something wrong?
Thanks.
This player believes that some other players are hallucinating.
Mr. Dick agrees.
Mr. Dick, Narwhal believes that all hallucinations wearing a now yellow lanyard are to be acknowledged for moments at a time.
Huh? Passing the sign football will now resume with said crazed player. Alright, come on! Alright, you get 1 point for excessive flapping. Like, what the heck is that? What?
Mr. Dick, it was pretty obviously to that player.
Was it? I wasn't able to pay attention to that. Player is flap to flap flap. 2 penance points. 1 radian. 1/4 of a sex dungeon point because you look really young.
Are you allowed to give sex dungeon points to people that young?
Yes.
Okay.
CTYA. CTYH from Hearts. Alright.
Can we give Kitty sex dungeon points?
Like a play date. Sex play pen point. Instead of the sex dungeon, you guys can go to the sex play pen.
Sounds worse, guys.
Alright,
I thought he was suggestive link.
2 penance points for talking out of turn.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Radiant
Is
points.
that to ramen or is that to the Russian guy? The Russian guy? I dodged it.
Stop cuddling the boner!
What?
I'm armed! I'm armed!
You're definitely Mr. Dick, alright. For those of you who are not aware, for those players who are not aware, this is part of the universe. This is a collective Boner Jr.
Its name is Boner Jr.
Yes, player Wonk?
Mr. Dick, this player would like to acknowledge this enormous size of that boner.
I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this.
Neither should this player. Shall all the players hug player Mr. Dick?
Absolutely not!
Low self-esteem.
Don't touch Mr. Dick.
Don't you know Mr. Dick is famous on the internet?
I'm armed. Mr. Dick is famous on the internet. Mr. Dick is friends with Tumblr user Gender Tier.
Tumblr user Gender Tier has 17K.
1.7K followers. Alright, passing of the sign football will now resume with the player. Is player John like Schrodeming with player's eyebrows? Like what is actually going on over there? Like
player Tater acknowledges that it is possible to shorten with one's eyebrows, only for player John.
That hard.
What?
This player would like to collectively point out to Mr. Tater Dick that, sorry. That this player's eyebrows have lives of their own and are, in fact, hallucinations.
Mr. Dick gives, well, if they're alive, they're in the universe. And Mr. Dick awards player John 3 penance points for not addressing Mr. Dick as Mr. Dick. What?
Mr. Dick, this player was actually addressing Mr. Tater.
Oh!
Still 3 penance points, and then 2 extra penance points for being impudent. Alright, passing up this bowl, now resume with player. What just happened? That was that player. I know it's too loud.
Yep. Mr. Dick, that's what this player would like to point out. Yeah.
Cool story, bro. Tell it again. I don't even give a damn. Start the passing with time for ball. Player Mr. Tater used sass. It's super effective.
It's super effective, but only on player Mr. Tater.
Oh yes. What?
Mr. Dictator, this player would like to point out that the players to my political left have been using free speech.
5 more penance points!
No!
Those players already had a warning.
Those players have been using it all game.
No, not the boner. Stop looking the boner in
No,
the
not
face.
the boner.
Oh, you're stroking my face with your boner.
Hey, player camera, did you check that it didn't stop recording? It stops every 20 minutes.
Freedom of speech is constitutional.
Mr. Tater, there are 2:20 seconds left.
Just make sure to re-record because I accidentally lost footage that way.
Si, señorita.
Yes, player hat.
Player Hat would like to Player Hat would like to point out that this player used a most heinous pronoun, quote, my, unquote, with a little eyebrow.
My? The word my? Oh,
Player John.
I'm so sorry.
Shall we all hug?
Player John, but stop using those freaking eyebrows, I swear!
Shall the universe all go hug said player for using
No.
the pronoun my?
The universe will not get up. Too hot for that. Yes.
If any other
Can
players in the
Narwhal
universe
please go hug player camera?
Sure.
Oh no.
Don't poke players' eyes out with
Yes,
players'
player
horn.
one spot to Mr. Dick's actual left.
Peter, can this player go hug said
No.
player?
No. No.
The universe acknowledges that Mr. Tater is a fussy old fart.
That works. Yes.
Mr. Dictator, it's come to the attention of this player that both of the 4 punished players were using free speech.
Oh, God.
Might this
Universe
player suggest
dissolved!
100
Indoors.
penance